Hey guys, it is Tasha back for another YouTube video. Today's video is one that I've been contemplating on videoing for a little bit, but I've talked myself out of it every time, so I just haven't done it. But I just thought today was going to be the day. I'm ready. It's time. Yes, I have my PJs on still. It's time for me to just kind of get out of my comfort zone and stop being so scared of other people's judgment. If you hear crazy noises, the dogs are up here and Ryder's up here. I'm going to try to get all this video filmed now, but I probably will not. So you might see me in two different settings. I'm going to film a little bit now and a little bit later. With that being said, I hope you guys are enjoying my content. And if you have any suggestions on things you might want to see me film, give me some ideas in the comments. I would love to hear your ideas. With that being said, I know a lot of people are like beauty gurus or just straight fitness or just like family vlogging channels. I don't have a set thing idea on my channel. The sun is crazy bright right now. I'm just the kind of person that wings it, and what I feel like filming for the day or doing, I'm going to do. I'm trying to come out of my comfort zone a little bit more and have topics of things that I wouldn't usually talk about, or vlogging, or just in general being more comfortable with stepping outside my box a little bit. So I'm trying. I'm really trying. Stay tuned for some content that Tasha doesn't usually film. And also my Instagram name is Tasha_Rumpel, so look me up on there if you want. And yeah, the puppy's right here. So today's video is going to be about breast augmentation, and this is something that I've never talked about on anything. I just recently made a post on my Instagram about it, but that's the first time, and it's been almost 2 years since I had a breast augmentation. I've just kind of been up in the air about it, like my or not even my whole family, my husband, my mom, my brother, my kids, and that's really all that knows that I had it done, and a few of my friends. A lot of family didn't know, and I just kind of kept it on the DL, only because, not because I was ashamed of my choice, it's something I always wanted to do. I will get more into details in that, but I was just more scared of judgmental, like being judged. But at the end of the day, it's my choice. It's what I wanted to do. I'm happy with it. I'm still happy with my choice almost 2 years later. My husband supported me, and you know, there's no reason to be ashamed of it, and if people want to judge me, then that's their problem, not mine. So I figured I would talk about my experience, everything I went through, the pain, the price, range, just everything, all my details in it. So I'm going to try to think of everything, and if you have questions, comment down below, and I will answer back. I gladly answer back to comments. Yeah, so let's just get into the video and get started. So first things first, don't do that, please. I've contemplated for years. Like, I had a baby young. I always have had a smaller chest. I had babies really young, and 4 babies, nursed all of them for a little bit, but my last 2 I nursed for quite a while. So I just had 0 breast, 0. When I say that, I was like a double, like a negative A, a double A, that's what it was. I just had nothing, and it was like, it wasn't, I didn't want to do it for the looks or to be, I don't know, to be looked at. I wanted to do it for myself. I didn't feel like a woman. I didn't feel attractive when I looked in the mirror. When I put a swimsuit on, there was always space in it. When I would wear a cute top, it just didn't look nice on me. I had nothing to hold tops up, and I didn't get them to show them off. I got them to make me feel more feminine with myself. And then I'm a thinner person, so when I would like fluctuate weight, it would just be even worse, and it looked legitimately just like skin. I will show before and after pictures, obviously with clothes on, but So I contemplated it for years. I just kind of got, like, I'd go back and forth. I'd be like, no, I'm fine. Like, I don't need them. That's a waste of money. And then I'm like, no. And then it just got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I really want this. I can check on the puppy. I really want this. I really want to do this. I think I deserve it. I mean, I'm going to save my own money whenever I have extra money. And that's just what I'm going to do. So almost 2 years ago, so I was 27, I just started saving the money and saved every penny back. Was a penny pincher, literally every single penny I saved back that I had, and just saved up the money for it. I kind of did my research about things, and with the prices and the places and experiences and what's better for what reasons. So I did all that research on that stuff. Okay guys, I'm back, so I'm sorry if it's a little different framing of the camera. Anyways, so where I was at so yeah, pretty much I just contemplated on things. I looked things up for a while. I did some research. I had saw right around the time I was looking into it that Crystal Hefner, Hugh Hefner's wife, had breast implant illness, and so that was kind of concerning to me. But what had happened with her is she had gel implants, and one had started leaking in her, and a gel or a silicone form of an implant isn't natural, which an implant's not natural anyway, so that's not what I'm getting at. That's not what I'm saying. However, if a saline one were to rupture, your body's going to absorb the saline. Now, yes, the outside of the saline, the plastic, I guess, is foreign, obviously, but at least if it were to burst, the saline is, your body's just going to absorb that. Versus the gel or the saline, it's not, because that's not natural, it's not normal. So a lot of people do go with, it's obviously your preference, but a lot of people go with the gel or this silicone for the reason that they say that it looks more natural. Now, I went with saline because, again, my personal preference, the price was cheaper for one, which price isn't everything. Obviously, it's in your body, you want it to be well, and you don't want to have issues. But for the price, for one, because it was like $1,000 difference. For two, I just did a lot of research, and that was like my biggest. I mean, there was with the price, it didn't even matter so much as to like my health. I wanted to know that if it did leak for any reason, that I wasn't gonna have the gel leaking into my body. So I automatically went in there knowing I was going to get saline. I looked around places, and the place I went to, which I'm not going to say the name on it just because I want people, if you live in my area and you want to message me and talk to me about it, then that's fine. I've had people do that have known that I've gotten them done. But I'm not going to, I'm pretty sure the doctor I had doesn't even any longer work there, but he was really good. Anyways, so I originally went in and I had called and checked the pricing, and when I finally knew I was going to do it, they had told me that from January until April every year, they have, if you do it from that time of the year, they have a sale because it's breast cancer awareness or whatever. So I saved up my money, made my appointment, went in to my first appointment. Now, I didn't have to have it completely paid until, I want to say, I scheduled the surgery date or by the surgery date. Maybe a week prior. I know I didn't have to have it all paid the first day. I'm pretty positive. So I went in, scheduled my consultation. The consultation was free. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 years. It was either free or $50. I want to say it was free, but I can't 100% remember. Anyways, I went in there, filled out paperwork, blah, 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 and met with the doctor, kind of went over what I wanted to do, and like what kind of sizing I wanted. I tried on sizes, and I went with 350 cc's. So talking about CCs, you can't say, okay, I want a D, or like I want the same as she has, or I this and that, because everybody is different. If you had a B cup and you got 350 cc's, you're going to be bigger than what I had. So you can't really base it off of other people. It's kind of up to your doctor and what you feel is best, and they will have you stick the cc amounts into your brawl and just kind of check out and figure out how you want. Now that is kind of hard, and it is kind of scary because you don't want to go too small and then be pissed after your surgery is done, and you don't want to go too big and then have pain or any issues or just not be happy with them, right? Because you're spending all this money and you just want to be happy with them. So I chose a size. Then I went back initially. I scheduled my surgery, whatever. I had to put down a percentage. That's what it was. And then I had to finish paying it off. So I put down the percentage. Now I did get a discount because I got it through that time. So originally for saline, it was, I want to say like $5,000, and I did it for like $4,200, and that's for anesthesia, surgery, everything. So I went back in again before my surgery to double check the size and this and that, and then I scheduled surgery. So initially I thought I was supposed to be at surgery at 7 a.m., but we got there and turns out I wasn't supposed to be there till 1. So I was not a happy camper, because I couldn't eat after midnight the night before, and I would have slept in had I known I wasn't supposed to be there until like 1 o'clock or whatever time I was supposed to be there. I got hooked up with anesthesia. They told me everything that they were going to do, and then I went under. When I woke up, I don't remember it being all that bad at first. Like, I just felt super tight and a lot of pressure, and like my skin was pulled. They went underneath. Some people go through the armpit. Some people, they can go through the nipples. I'm not having any more kids either, so before that's a question, like, well, what if you have more kids? What does that do? I'm done. I had a hysterectomy. I cannot have any more babies. I'm going to be 30 years old. My oldest kid is 15. Almost 15. No more babies for me. So that wasn't an issue anyways. But they went underneath. Now, I can't even see the incision anymore. The scar, like, it's gone. They give you some scar cream and put it underneath, and you put it on the incision line, and then eventually it disappears. And mine did. Mine healed pretty fast. But anyways, so I woke up. Kind of felt disoriented. They did give me a nausea patch right before surgery, because I seem to get really nauseous while I'm in surgery. Or not while I'm in surgery, but whenever I've had anesthesia in the past, I've gotten really nauseous. So they gave me a patch for that, and then when I woke up, I was able to eat and drink and whatever, but I just had to be very careful of what I was doing, because I didn't want to like get intense scar tissue. I can't think of the word. Capillary. I just didn't want any problems. Okay, you get this surgery, you spend all this money, you don't want problems. You hear people having problems and you just don't want them. So I just took it easy. They do give you volume. They gave me volume because your chest muscles almost contract because they're trying to heal back into place, and they're trying to form around this new foreign object that you have. I did go underneath the muscle. I am like a weightlifter and stuff like that, but I don't usually train at my chest muscles, so that wasn't a big ordeal. I wanted to go underneath the muscle because if your breasts have stretched and went back in, like mine have from having babies and stuff, my skin is very thin. So if I were to have just went underneath the skin, it would have not have looked as well as going underneath the muscle. So the first, I got home and they gave me pain medicine, and they also gave me the volume. I only took the volume for the first 2 days, only because I was scared of the contracting, but I never really experienced that. I didn't really have any issues with that. As for the pain, it was not too bad during the day, but at nighttime, oh my gosh, at nighttime it was pretty rough the first, I want to say 3 or 4 days. And probably for the first week, I really swelled up during the night a lot. I'd have to get up and I'd have to put ice packs on my chest. It was easier if I slept elevated, so definitely you should sleep elevated, which they recommend anyways. You have to keep the tight bra on, sports bra on for 2 weeks. maybe 3. But they say the first 6 months, they're kind of going to change size. They're going to gradually go down a little bit more. They're going to be ginormous right after surgery because they're swelled and your body's swelled. But they gradually go down because mine were pretty big right after surgery, and I was a little concerned that they were bigger than a 5'2", 110-pound girl needed. But they shrunk. They went down in the swelling and started fitting my body better. They were very hard for the first few weeks as well because they're swelled, so that's normal. Yeah, so I went back about a week later for my post-op appointment. Everything looked good. Those appointments are also covered in the expense. They were for me at least. I didn't have any issues. I will tell you, when the swelling starts to go down and you have all this gas and stuff in your chest, so the implants kind of move around, and that, like when you move your arms or you go to grab something for the first few weeks, and it feels really, really, really strange, like really strange. Like I was like, are they like gonna pop? Like this isn't normal. This isn't right. But it went away. It doesn't stay like that. The pain went down. I had my surgery on a Thursday, and I was babysitting at the time, and I took kids back that following Monday. So I only took 4 days. Well, the surgery is Thursday, so technically 3 full days. And I didn't want to be on pain medication when I had kids in my hand in my care, so I only took the pain medication for the 3 days. Not saying that I was 100% out of pain. I was still really sore and swelled, but I was manageable. You drink lots of fluids, you take care of yourself, and that's just key. But it wasn't unbearable pain. So about, I want to say a month later, I really felt back to myself. They didn't feel hard anymore. They started to loosen up. You have to massage them as well. So here I am on YouTube massaging my chest. Weird. Okay, Tasha, calm down. So they have you massage your chest just so the muscles don't contract too tight and whatnot. So I did that. Here I am almost 2 years out. It'll be 2 years next month. I cannot believe it's been that long. And I don't have any issues. I don't, like I mentioned, I don't train my chest. I never really have. But I really was careful with training upper body for probably 2 months. I really didn't train upper body. I just did my lower body, and I really just kind of took it easy with my upper body. And it sucked because I lift weights all the time. But I just wanted to make sure everything healed properly. I spent all this money. I wasn't going to ruin them. So about 2 months after, I started training upper body slowly, and now, like, it's been 2 years almost, and I can do anything, and it doesn't hurt. I don't have issues with them. They're nice and soft. I've had friends that, like, grab them because they're curious, and they say that they feel like real boobs. They've dropped some. They're not as big anymore, but they are D. So I went from a double A to a D. So it's kind of a big drastic change, but I don't feel like they're too big for me. They don't hurt my back. They don't bother me. Next thing I want to, oh man, I shouldn't have done that, is the breast implant illness. It seems really odd to me that so many people are coming forward now when you'd never really heard about it in the past. And I'm not saying that it's not possible, because you're putting a foreign object in your body. Anything's possible. I have mesh in my stomach that causes me pain all the time. So you put a foreign object in your body, whether or not maybe you fully need it. Maybe you don't need it. Like my boobs, I didn't fully need them, but my mesh, I did. And the mesh causes me pain and discomfort quite a bit. So there's things that you're going to put in your body, whether you're drinking or you're smoking or you're coloring your hair or you're putting makeup on your face or certain creams on your body, or you're doing anything, everything's bad for you. It's kind of your call on what you want to do. That really matters. You just kind of live and learn, and you got to figure it out yourself. And if it's something you really want, then girlfriend, go for it. Don't let other people scare you away from it. Obviously the implants, even though there's saline in them, the outside is foreign object. My body could have declined it, or I could have had issues. I could still have issues, but it's just kind of the risk I want to take. It's something I really wanted to do. My mind was set for it. I took the plunge. I did it. I'm happy with it. I'm glad I did it. I've been, like I said, I've been really quiet and not talked about it only because I don't want to be judged. But at the end of the day, it's my life, my choice. Something I wanted to do. I saved my money up for it. I did it. And that's just that. I'm happy with my choice. And I think that you should obviously do your research, but don't let the research necessarily scare you. Because like I said, everything can be bad for you. Like, you can live a certain way and then it still not be good enough. So make your choice on what you want to do, not what somebody else wants to do, or what somebody else thinks, or what something happened to them, because everybody is different. Y'all can probably eat sunflower seeds, your girl cannot, because I will die. Like, legitimately have an allergic reaction and die. So just do what you want. That's all I can say. Just do what you want. So yeah, I'm going to put some before and after pictures at the end of this video. I wish I would have took better before pictures, but I didn't even think about it at the time until after I had the surgery. But I do have pictures, obviously, of me, like, in sports bras and stuff like that, because I've worked out for the last several years. So I have pictures like that anyways that I can post. So I will post them at the end of this video. But like I said, just do what you want to do. I'm turning 30 this year, and my mindset is I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to give zero shits on what anybody else says or thinks or cares about. At the end of the day, if I'm happy, if my kids are happy, and my husband's happy, and our house is full of love, then what anybody else thinks, as long as it doesn't, what I choose doesn't affect them or hurt them, then I really don't care anymore. It's my choice, my life, my body, my happiness, and what you think or how you feel, that's your problem. So that's the way everyone should live. That's the way everybody should be. If you want to go get your boobs done, then go get your boobs done. If you want to go get your lips done, then go get your lips done. If you want to get a booty, well, I would recommend just working out and lifting weights, but go get yourself a booty. Do whatever you want. That was the only thing on my body I was very insecure about, so that's just one thing I fixed, and it just made me love myself a little bit more, and I'm happy with it. So do you. That's all I've got. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and my chit-chatting. And I live in Indiana. If you want to know, I got them done in Fort Wayne, Indiana. A lot of people recommended to go to like Indianapolis, which is like a 2.5 hour drive, but I just kind of did my research and like researched doctors, and the doctor I had been doing plastic surgery for, I want to say it was like 20 years, so I really trusted him and felt really good with him, and he was very thorough with me and really good. So I didn't have any issues. Yeah, so I hope that if you want to do that, you save up your money, get it done, do what you want to do. You only live once, honey. Make yourself happy. That's the way I see it. Alright guys, I'll stop chit-chatting, and I'll talk to you later.